Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Happy Sunday. Today is Afro Market. I bring you news updates. Go home, develop your region. Charity begins at home. Ooni of Ife tells Igbos has intense monarchs to fish out troublemakers in the southeast. Yes, now the Ooni of Ife was in Enugu weekend, advocating that Igbos, particularly the monarchs, should hand over all the troublemakers to security agencies. As he said, once this is done, peace will return to the southeast region. Yes, he was at the 35th annual general meeting of the AGM. That's AGM, yes, that's annual general meeting, AGM, of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN. Yes, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi. Yes, this is for Anambra, Ebonyi, and Enugu. It was held in Enugu State. All right. Now, he said, let me quote his statement, talking about how the traditional rulers will bring peace to the southeast by handing troublemakers to the government, and also why the southeasterners should make sure that they go home and do their investment. Say, go home and invest. That's what Ooni of Ife is saying. Yes. Now he said, quote, insecurity and the solution to the insecurity is in your hands because you know your people. Nobody will come and do it for you. You have the good and the ugly. So bring out all that is causing trouble and hand over them to security and see whether there will be any more problem or not. It might sound stupid, but it works all over the world. If you do that, I believe Igbo land will be one of the most sought, after all, over the world. Maybe our ancestors at some point once lived together. Let us know this fact. For the generation yet unborn, is better for us and better for the entire black race. The better we come together, the better our industrial base will come to grow, and the better a lot of things will continue to be better. Why are all these similarities? To me, little research will expose the hidden similarities existing between the Igbo and the Yoruba. Igbo means new dawn in the Yoruba language. That's why I think the Igbo do great things. And when you touch business, are people with the hands of God. If you touch commerce, you have touched everything. They are the greatest entrepreneurs in our country. I implore each and every one of you to please come together for the betterment of the generation yet unborn. Come together to lift each other. Start working with your suppliers to build alliances so that they will come and build their manufacturing concerns and create manufacturing zones across the southeast, because charity begins at home. End of quote. So you have seen what this Ooni of Ife is saying. Yes, talking about the Igbos investing in their homesteads and the traditional rulers to hand over the troublemakers in the region to security agents. Yes. Now, talking about troublemakers. Who are the troublemakers? Why calling security agents? Why calling the monarchs to hand over the troublemakers? There are no troublemakers in the southeast. There are no troublemakers for the monarch to hand over to security agents. There are no troublemakers. What you have in the southeast is imported insecurity. The insecurity plaguing the region is as a result of the contribution of Mazi Nnamdi. Ooni of Ife is aware. He refused to mention it. He came to Enugu instead of him to tell the world what the government of Nigeria is doing in Enugu State, is doing in Anambra State, is doing in Ebonyi State. At least those were the states. He was actually there talking about those who were doing the AGM of the MAN, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Then talking about Imo, and Abia. They're also part of you, Southeast. Tell the world. Go back and tell your brother Tinubu, who inherited this illegality, and he continued daring. Because his brother inherited the illegality the Nigerian government is doing. Yes, the executive rascality they are doing. And he continued daring. He said he will continue from where the head has stopped. Buhari. And he is doing it. Talk about the case of Mazi Namdi. And so, he knows what is happening. He knows that this is because of the injustice against the Igbos. He knows because this is the injustice against the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Namdi, who the Igbos respect so much. So much. And that's why you are seeing this artificial insecurity that was created by the security agents, the Buhari government. He made sure that the Southeast was in turmoil before he left office to genocidally, kill people. Yes. So talking about the investment, of course, the Igbos were having problems. And currently, the problem is still going on. They are being demolished. The buildings we're talking about now, being demolished, investments demolished. So the Ooni of Ife is telling the Igbos, pack and go. He's telling them, Ndibo, pack and go. That's the best option for you. Why he said, go to your region and develop your region. That's the only way out. He's telling you the solution to the problem you are having outside is go home. Go home. Nobody wants you. You have developed enough. You have cleared bushes, forests, swampy areas enough and make it cities and bubbling towns. Ooni said it's enough that Nigerians have seen your power, your greatness in investment, in business, in industry, going to the nook and crannies of the country, developing it, making it powerful cities. Say, go home to your own and do it in your places. Say, Nigerian government will not come there and develop it. That Nigerian government can develop elsewhere in Nigeria, but east, nowhere, they won't develop it. It's only you that will develop it. Imagine. So he has told you, he has pushed the Igbos and told them where to fall. He pushed the Igbos and told them, say, look, go and fall this place. Say, nobody, the government will not develop it for you. They have never done that before, since the history. Yes, all the things in the Southeast are by self-effort. All the industries, the ones you can cite, yes, the ones that are still functioning today, even those ones that have gone moribund, they're still by the effort of the people of the zone. And about the critical infrastructures, like the airport, they are by the Southeastern, their self-help or their self-effort. They're about roads, yes, hospitals, sick bay, yes, schools, colleges, by self-effort of the Igbos. Oh yes, these are the critical infrastructure, pipe-borne water, electricity. The Igbos contribute money, donors, people who have more, they give, they put electrification to their places, rural electrification. Yes, electricity, people, individuals, communities raise money to do it in Southeast. Yes, these are critical infrastructure to be fed by the federal government. So, he has told Igbos, look, go and develop your place. Go and develop your place. So these are what we're saying. Ndibo, yes, that's the point. So you have been pushed and you have been told.